Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful start to your work week after what was a very warm weekend. We'll call it a warm weekend. Emerson Lehmann here, joined by special guest this morning, but I don't even want to say guest because you are the new member of the Action 2 News This Morning team, Maria Parmigiani. Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully you guys will make me a regular occurrence.
We told her she has to come back tomorrow, and the next day, the day after that even. So yes, we are so happy to have you as a part of the team. And we had the chance to introduce you to the viewers this morning, and then you also had a few weather hits as well in there on your first day, or not weather hits, traffic hits.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the weather, my bad. You had a few traffic hits there on your first day as well, kind of getting into the flow of everything. But now for our digital news desk update, we figured why not welcome you and have some more conversations here as well. Just learn more about you, more about your family, more about where you're from. You're from here. And I want to start though, you speak so highly of them. So we've got
my babies.
Your two daughters right here. That's right.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about them. Who is this?
So my older daughter is Kara. She's 15. She's going to be 16 in November. She is an amazing volleyball player. And then my younger one there with the blonde curls is Thea. She's 8. She's going to be 9 at the end of the month. And we just finished up soccer, and I am so proud of her. She said she really wanted to get at least one goal in her last game, and she got 3.
Hat trick.
I know.
That's a big weekend. That's a good weekend on the soccer field.
It wasn't over the weekend. It was a couple weeks ago.
All right. Well, when it happened,
it was still a big deal.
That's a big way to end it. That's fantastic. And I know your niece, you spend a lot of time with your niece as well, right? This is your niece in here too?
Yeah, well, I always have to bring her with, right? Because my teenager does not think I'm cool. So my niece is around the same age.
That's why the niece is there, to make sure that everything is good to go. And
she's got a friend.
Which concert was a concert here, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we went to Olivia Rodrigo.
Olivia Rodrigo, of course.
I know, it was so fun, and they wanted to stay, and we picked up. You see all those stars on the ground. We had to pick them up so they could have each a little thing. Even though they bought sweatshirts and other little trinkets, they had to get the memorabilia.
Of course, that's just how that works.
I know. I'm like, you're only young once going to a concert for the first time, right?
Fantastic there. So for those of you just joining in, welcome. Emerson Lehmann here, joined by new First Alert traffic anchor Maria Parmigiani. And you, Maria, are from here. You're from this area. So you've been joking all morning. You won't be mispronouncing any communities or towns out there, any roadways, or you shouldn't be, at least, right? That's what you're saying.
Shouldn't be. Yeah, so I'm from Berlin, Wisconsin. So it's in Green Lake County. It's all part of Northeast Wisconsin. And yeah, if I mispronounce anything, I give everyone full permission to give me a hard time, because I should know how to say almost everything, I would think.
Wisconsin's tricky, but you've got the, we're both from the state, so it's almost like a little bit of added pressure of, you're a hometown kid. You should know this. You should remember. So no, but she's going to do just great. You did fantastic this morning as well. And we have continued learning a little bit about you. This next photo is one of my favorite ones of the bunch. Who's this little guy?
That's Meatball.
Meatball.
His government name is Teddy Meatball Roosevelt. He is named after my favorite president, Teddy Roosevelt. But he just goes by Meatball.
He takes the middle name. The middle name's the preferred one, and
because he looks like a meatball. He's wearing a hat that my younger daughter tried to crochet.
Sure. And you mentioned Berlin.
Yes, that is where I'm from.
This next photo right here.
Yeah. Yes. So that is me in front of the Berlin Community Daycare.
You got some swag there. You got some attitude with the arms folded right there.
So much attitude. I never knew. I was always in trouble as a kid. And now looking back at these photos, I'm like, oh, well, now I could see why she came with that much attitude. Yes.
So much fun there. And another kind of taking a more serious note here, you've been so open and shared this story. You are a cancer survivor.
Yes.
And you've been very open in sharing that and kind of sharing that experience. So whatever you'd like to say.
Yeah, so in 2020 I was diagnosed with triple negative invasive ductal carcinoma in situ. So that was the type of breast cancer I had, and the location is kind of what that describes there. and I have been in remission now for a few years, and that is a picture of my older daughter. After my first treatment there, I started losing my hair pretty quick. So that's her shaving the little hairs that just like hung on. So my girls were part of it, and they got to see. And I knew from the beginning that I had or relatively from the beginning, that it was a pretty good chance that I would survive. So they were part of it, and their support, along with the community support, was so important. And I am really open about it because I think a lot of people's lives have been touched by cancer, whether they themselves have had it, known someone who's had it, or they've lost someone who's had it. And I think having an open dialogue with people and allowing them that space, that safe space to talk about it, is important.
Very important, and so grateful to you for not only being willing to share that, but be an advocate for it, and very, very important conversations to have, as are the traffic conversations that we'll be having with you every morning. And you've been here for a little while now, because folks that perhaps follow myself or Tammy, Aisha, Steve, any of us on the morning team on social media, we've kind of been teasing like, hey, she's here and she's coming, and you officially made your debut today. And you were joking with us. You had some nerves, but does it kind of feel like, okay, weight off the shoulders now? Here we are. We're ready to go.
Yeah. So somewhat, yes. I mean, the first day jitters are down, right? I was a little nauseous this morning.
And she did fantastic. For those that weren't able to tune in this morning, you did an awesome job.
It happened. It was I could. There's room to improve, but I appreciate your vote of confidence. But then also the pressure's on. I think there's so many construction projects happening that I know I really need to get focused, buckle down, and get people that information to keep them safe and help them on their commute. So
fortunately, you're joining at one of the busiest times, I would say, in traffic history, in at least the last several decades here in this area. I mean, the Big 41 project, and so much other instances going on. And then once Orange Barrel season, as we like to call it, wraps up, we'll have the winter weather right around the corner. I can't believe I just said that out loud. But we'll stay. We won't talk about that for a little while. We'll still stay focused on the construction and whatnot. But again, you're from the area. You spent some time out west, working in the industry, right?
Yes. So I worked in Tucson, Arizona for a little while, and then also in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And then I took some time off when I moved home.
And Northeast Wisconsin is where you're back at, and we're so glad to have you here. I put you on the spot on the show and asked what you were most looking forward to about working with us, but I want to ask a different question now.
Okay. You keep surprising me.
I know, I keep surprising you with these pop-up questions, but just in general, being back here, being in Northeast Wisconsin, what is one thing that you really enjoy about this area and being a part of this and calling this area home?
Oh, easy. So I've lived lots of other places, and I've lived in like a military community, and then outside of that, and I can tell you that there is no place like home. I feel like Dorothy, right? But there's really no place like home. Northeast Wisconsin is, the people around here are so amazing. Your neighbors are strangers, and then they become your best friends, or really good friends. Everyone's really friendly. People wave at each other, and it doesn't feel weird. So
it's almost weird if they don't wave, right?
Exactly, and that's not like that at other places.
Sure.
I'll emphatically wave at like a neighbor in Colorado, and they'll be like, "Who? Why?
Why are you looking at me?
Why?" So I just love that. I love that the warm and inviting community that's here. There's really just no place like it that I've ever lived.
Well, we are so excited, and as you've already seen on a lot of the posts and whatnot, already so many people so welcoming.
I know.
To
thank
Maria.
you so much.
Yeah, big shout out to everybody. It's incredible the amount of love that the Action 2 News viewers show. Very much appreciated. So we appreciate you being here and joining us on the Digital News Desk for this little update here. Cool. Tammy will be back next Monday for our normally scheduled Digital News Desk update with her Consumer First Alerts. And I do want to give one quick mention here, because Bo was warning us that there's going to be a First Alert weather day taking place tonight. There's going to be some pretty heavy rain making its way toward our area, so just keep an eye out there for flooding. Turn around, don't drown. That's a good traffic tip for those out on the roadways. If you see any standing water in the roads, just make sure to stay safe. Make sure to download that First Alert Weather app as well, and just stay up to date with everything as it is all taking place. And again, Maria, thank you so much for joining us. Great to have you here.
Thank you.
Welcome. All right. Everybody, hope you all have a wonderful start to your work week, and keep following us on air and online. Action at 2 News, First Alerts.